Okay. Can you hear me? I don't know. My light is a bit low. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining me from. So, can you let me know if the sound is good? These few days I've been battling with cold, and I say enough is enough. I have to do the stream regardless of the cold. So, my voice might be a bit bad, and my nose are blocked. But I will come up here to do what I do best. So if you are joining me live, kindly let me know if the sound is good. All right. Okay. Thank you, UD. Thank you. Um, let me see. 1 minute, we are going to start. Let me just put some things in place. Sorry, pardon me. I'm trying to bring out the All right, stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. All right. Yudi says, "Good morning, Raba. Yes, the sound and audio are good." All right. And then Yudi says, "Sending healing to you. Thank you. I need it." And that's the most reason why I haven't been online, because my voice, it will affect my voice. And if you notice, I've put off the camera just so I can be more comfortable. Dennis says, "Good morning." Dennis, how are you? So today we will be looking at the chart, and very soon I will be introducing you to a new, let me say, it's not a new per se, but it's a concept I would like you guys to learn, because it will improve your trading when you're using the opening price. Okay, so without wasting time, let's go to the business of the day. And also, don't forget to let me know the pairs that would like me to look at. All right. I think everything is still intact. All right. The sound is there. Right. Okay. So let's go to the chat. So on the monthly time frame, so on the monthly, we are still bullish. I'm monitoring the output, and I can see a line. I don't know if it's disturbing you guys. Okay, it's off. All right. So the monthly is bullish. Nothing to do more yet. All right. So we go to the weekly. Now from the weekly, we've seen that we have printed a bearish candle and the resistance has been formed. The resistance has been formed. So I have my resistance line here, weekly line, 1 and 2, just 2. So these areas are areas of concern. I took a trade this week. In fact, I've been in the trade from last week and I took it off around this resistance. All right. So I need to see what the market wants to do before I decide either to sell or to continue buying. Okay. So when price gets to your opening price, those are the areas where you start thinking about what to do. And then we have this resistance. All right. So these are the 3 key lines that we'll be looking at. The weekly is still bullish. The weekly is still bullish. However, we are at a roadblock at the resistance here. So what I will introduce to you later will be how to read the orders within this area, so it can help you make a better decision. Now going to the daily. I have 2 options here. Break and retest from here to continue going higher. However, from the new way I've been looking at, I have to see what kind of orders are placed in here. All right. What kind of orders are placed in here. So this is what we'll do. If today closes bullish, then I will start looking for bullish entry. All right. I will simply stay out today and see what happens. If it plays out bullish, then we have a clear break above this. Then on a retest, I will continue buying. So right now on gold, I'm not involved at all in the market for now. Let me show you my trades. Yeah. Which price is gold? Yeah. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll put a screenshot in the Telegram. I'll put a screenshot in the Telegram for you to see the trade I took on gold. I took it somewhere here. And then I took it off here. By the way, I'm looking at it. If you ask me if I want to take an entry, I will look at the bullish. I favor the bullish because the direction hasn't changed to bearish. So I'll favor the bullish move from here. But however, I want to see, because you are too close to the resistance, I don't want to buy around there. That's why I said if price closes above, then I'll take it on the retest. All right. Sometimes you don't need to, you are not the big banks that can place another here to break here. All right. So since there's a resistance here, I want to say clear break of that. Now, looking back at the chart, at the live chart, Alex says, good morning, Raba. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. All right. Good morning, Alex. UD says, Okay, I should analyze. Wow, these are much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is good. Pounds JPY, pounds CAD, German 40, pounds USD, Australian dollar JPY, and pounds New Zealand dollar. Thanks, Raba. Oh, no problem. I'm here for you. UD. So the last one, what if the 4-hour closes bullish on gold? Will you make it or wait on the today close? Yeah, that's a good question. We are going to go to the 4-hour and check. The thing is that I don't want you to fight against the market when it's at resistant. Wait for it to clear. Unless you are trying to buy, if the 4-hour can give you a retracement, you buy and then take it off around that resistance, it will be nice. Okay? Because my intention was to hold the trade longer, but when I look at the way the market is, I decided to take my profit. Then, if market closes above, I will continue buying. There are still rooms for new targets. Okay. So if you go to the 4-hour, you said if this 4-hour closes, okay, bullish. See, it all depends on your risk management. I said the direction is bullish, but for my own preference, since I've already taken out the trade, all right, I took the trade, got around there, I took it off. What I want to see is a clear direction, a clear closure above the 4-hour. Okay, and again, if you look at the 4-hour, you can see that there's a new resistance here. This can affect your buy trade. Okay, it's better market closes above and then a retest, you move like this. Market closes above. Then if you still want to buy, if it comes back to retest, why not? By all means, you buy. Okay, that is what I'm looking at. I don't want you to daily resistance. Forget about the daily resistance. Each time frame have its own resistance. Look at the chart here. By the way, Victor, welcome. Good morning, Mr. Raba. Good morning, Victor. Then UD is still asking, I mean, if the 4-hour closes above the daily. Yes, okay, I get you. I get you. That's what I'm saying. Once it closes above, because there is a resistance on that same daily and 4-hour, we have the same resistance. This one that I'm touching. Okay, if it closes above, why not? You can take a retest and then ride the trend. Okay, and you have a good place to place your stop loss. We have some nice lows here. All right. So don't forget, keep your recommendation coming. Your pairs, the pairs you want me to look at. This is a kind of like a midweek analysis. All right. Keep it coming. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, UD. All right. According to UD, we are to look at GJ. So we are looking at GJ next. I'm not going to look at NAS because that is based on my own personal preference. But for the sake of the live stream, I will listen to the audience. So pounds JPY, do I have it? Whoever is in profit from the buy, these are areas of target. All right. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly is bullish. Okay. Let me put the monthly resistance here. The last month closed above rejection. So that level is pretty strong until we have a clear close above it on this monthly. But notwithstanding, above it, we have the weekly. So when you are buying, all right, always remember to take your profit at the opposing direction, either resistance or support, depending. If you are buying, you're resistant. Okay. So we have a decent weekly move from here. And potentially we might get to the end of that move. All right. Potentially we might get to the end of that move. So if you are in profit, if you are taking a trade bullish, these are areas of concern. Now that the price is here, I will not be encouraging any bullish buying, especially a new trade. You are already close to resistance. So all you need to do is to simply wait and see how this week closes. Okay. Same thing here. So UD, this particular pounds JPY, we are already getting close to resistance. And it will be nice I predict that this level will hold. There are certain things that needs to happen before you can become bearish. So what I will do is, for this a daily time frame, let's look at the daily is bullish as well. Okay, this market is very bullish. We've closed above this and we retest. This is what I'm waiting for gold. We closed above this, a clear closure, and then price came back, retest to push higher. All right. So this is a typical textbook break and retest. So the same thing we are applying, you are getting here. There is no point to buy here. I will not be buying at this level. All right. So what I will do is observe market. If the market closes above, then I'll do the break and retest. Okay. So let's see, maybe scalping opportunity. No scalping opportunity for now. We're already close to this. All right. So a form of retracement, if the market closes at the end of today, or the 4-hour, give us, let's look at what we have here. We have some resistant area. This area are tough. So one of the skill of a trader is patience. You have to be patient, all right? So price has gotten get yet. Nothing for now. Maybe tomorrow we are going to assess what happened. The next one is pounds card. Where's my pounds Canadian dollar? UD says I've been, let me put it on for people to see. Okay. Ulysses, I have been in GJ since last week. I entered at 200.953. I'm waiting to take my profit at the daily resistance. Exactly. Exactly. Take your profit and then enjoy your profit. Alex says pounds NZD, and UD says thanks. All right. That's a good one, UD. And we already had the daily resistance, right? This is the day. Okay, do you want to take it up here? I would recommend you take it off here. All right. But if you can say hold it, no problem. But the thing is, don't try to fight resistance. Don't fight resistance. When price gets there, that's your target. Take it. What you need to do is maybe you don't close all. You can close whatever portion you want to close and then see if price will continue pushing. That is the wise thing to do, not to keep all your profit here. All right, because we don't know the next move of the market. This resistance might be a very strong resistance that push price, and big banks will start buying, selling here. So you don't want to be caught at that end. Okay, you've been holding trades since last week. Guess your profit target. Enjoy your money. Okay, when you take partials, you can never be broke. All right. So pounds card, I think I've seen it. Pounds card next. Do we have? Okay. You can see how that level is printing. Price came the first time, rejected, came in second time, and then currently this is what we have. So this looks like a pretty decent sell move, and we are currently at support. Yeah, I won't be surprised if we keep doing ping pong around there. Okay, so first of all, let's go to the weekly. Areas of entry would have been here. Maybe this candle closes this week. Last week it pushed up. These were areas where you could have started to look for a sell. Victor says BTC. Okay, to look for a sell here. Okay, so price came in, rejected the area. Now this week we are heading lower. Okay, so now listen, because the market looks like a ranging market, when you take a trade here and then the following week comes, price is at a fresh resistance, a fresh support. Always take note of that. And that's where you ask yourself, I'm in profit. Before you know it, market has wiped away your profit. These are the things you need to understand. All right, because price is at resistance, this market is bearish. It's a bearish market both for the monthly and for the weekly. We have a bearish weekly market. All right. And if you ask me, I don't think this level will be strong enough. But however, it's not about what you think. It's about your rules. All right. It's about how you approach the market, your playbook. So within my playbook, this I will not be selling here. I can't sell at support. So we have to wait a closure below, a retest, and then we move. Simple. So it's a long week. You have to wait 2 more days, Thursday, Friday, then before you can think of entering the trade. Why is it that all the trades I'm looking at are either prices at resistance or prices at support? So, in fact, this market, you have to be careful. This is my first time of saying this. So, What? 1 minute. Okay. Weekly. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Say bearish. But as you can see that we are having a kind of order shift. The orders are trying to, change direction. Now, with what I will be introducing, you'll be able to see the orders within here. That will help you know if this support level is good to take a trade or not. All right. So that how to read those orders is it will be strictly for those within my VIP. But I'll talk about it on the stream once I'm ready. But those within the VIP will have full understanding on how to read those orders because it helps. So on the daily time frame, I've not seen any form of bullishness. Let's see this. Quite unfortunate, price is at our support or resistance area. We don't have a clear picture of the direction to go. We know the direction, but where to enter the trade because we are already at target. So let's keep an eye on this area here. If price wants to push higher, it will be done here, but you have to wait for confirmation. If you are within my VIP, you know how to wait for confirmation. Okay. Let's see. For hour. As I said, wait. If you want to buy, wait for price to come into this box. Then you can try buying within this area. Yeah, you can try buying within this area. Okay. That is the only area where I feel market may give you some reaction. And again, once you are buying, always take your profit at the next resistance, okay? Because it's not a strong buy setup. So the next one, German 40. So German 40 is next. German 40. We are moving from here. Bullish. You should pay attention to this. I don't know why all the pairs is approaching target. Probably if I've started on Monday, I would have shown you how to capitalize on this. Monthly. Okay. I think I touched on this. This looks familiar. We are bullish. We should be targeting the high, but we have an obstacle that we need to break. Okay. Overall, this is the high we're looking at. But in the meantime, there are obstacles within the lower time frame. And again, to have a clear direction, the month needs to close above this. All right. If this candle had closed above, then I will know that buyers, aggressive buyers, wants to push the price upward, even to break the weekly. But because we have not even broken the monthly level, that weekly is also a concern until this month ends. So it's a long time. We don't need to come to the monthly. We have to walk around with the weekly. So as you can see, weekly came in, became bearish. So we have this range to trade within the weekly. If you are a good scalper, these are areas where you can start looking for sell position, give you some rejection, because price most times reject from the resistance before it eventually closes. So going to the daily, all we need to do is we look for a break and retest. All right, it will be good. We are bullish. If market can break this, then we get a retest. You buy. Patience is very important when it comes to trading. Okay, patience is very important. The next one is GU. GU. So we start from the monthly. Okay. All right. The sound is okay. Everything is okay. So GU. Wow. We sell. They will get to this point. So the monthly is bearish until we change. Okay. We are still bearish on the monthly. Okay. Let's go to the weekly. Hmm. I like this strong rejection. We are currently at the support here. I think the market is preparing for a buy, but I need a confirmation. Okay. I need a confirmation. So let's go to the daily. Do you have a daily bullish bias? Market didn't trade today. We miss it by a whisker. All right. So we have this to look at. What I'm looking for any area of ejection. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have a buy setup. This was our buy setup, yeah. Okay. But the buy trade, if I'm to weigh it within 1 to 10, it will be average. All right. To be on average trade, but it got the reaction. You can see as support, these are targets. All right. Sad to say, we don't have a clear setup here on the live stream right now. This would have been a good setup, but we have missed by some hours. All right. But notwithstanding, let's observe how the whole thing goes. AJ, which is not Anthony Joshua, Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, we continue bullish. Break and retest. We continue bullish. This market is bullish. The resistance are not that strong. Okay, if this week closes, we buy. We buy. Okay, daily. Today closes tomorrow. Retest. We buy. Simple as that. This is waiting for us to join. AUD JPY. We are waiting. Then pounds NZD. Someone else asked of pounds NZD. Alex. Pounds NZD. After that, we look at Bitcoin. Pounds NZD. Where is it? We are at the monthly resistance here. In the meantime, this is our target, the I. Okay. Though we are at monthly resistance, this market is still bullish. Okay. On the weekly, above the monthly resistance, if price comes to this level here, we can entertain a form of trade buy. So let's look at that level in the daily. Okay. I'll pick this Quasimodo. So when it comes to the Quasimodo, we can buy. So this is a trade setup for us. Yeah. First trade, second trade. Okay. So this will be my final result here. If you want to get confirmation, no problem. But these are the areas where I feel the market should respect and then push higher. So we have a setup finally. Not great setup, but these ones we've not missed it. On pounds NZD. Victor says, please, BTC USD. Okay. So after BTC USD, I should be done. I'm feeling so tired. What happened to Bitcoin? Why is it coming down? So for the Bitcoin holders, let's pray this support holds. So Bitcoin has been falling from this resistance. Yeah. And then after taking this high, more like a liquidity sweep. Doesn't look good for buyers. So for me, I think we should be bearish on Bitcoin in the meantime. We have a gap. This gap needs to be filled. So with this gap now, this is what I mean by gap. At the end of this month, there was no price to fill up the aggressive sellers. So the only ask price available limit order was this price here. That's why the price jumped. All right. I'm going to teach you a lot of things. Price jumped from year to year because this was the only price that was available to be filled within this particular broker. All right. So it's not because of anything. It's simply orders. There was no order to fill this price here in the ask bid, in the ask market depth. When you saw the market depth, you would understand. So this is a good area where price should return to. When you see a gap, whether you are good or not, you're a beginner or not, that gap is simply a magnet. It attracts price back in there before it can continue going. Let's see if we have any form of gap. You can see there's a gap here. Price have to trade back in. Though it took some time. So let's simply look at the weekly. We are bearish on these time frames. We close below this, we should be selling. Price came back in. I don't understand how this. I don't understand how the price will be here and the candle is blue. So this was the open. Okay. BTC, is this Binance? Okay. So this area, mark this area for yourself. The reversal opening price. Target is okay. So that is that for now. I'm so tired. So tired. Yeah, UD says, are you going straight to another session with your VIP after this session? Yes, I'm going. To be a short session because of my. I will do the session. I've already announced it. So there'll be a session after this. Yes. Sorry, I have to go in and out of the restroom. Okay, so I think we are going to stop yet for today. Thank you for showing up. And even thank you for staying up to now because I just wondered if the session was quite interesting because of my energy morale is a bit down. My energy is down. All right, guys, we'll see you when we see you. Au revoir.